I've been violated. I've been disrespected. Okay, I asked my brother to bring me my phone. He go ahead and bring my old phone to me. You know why he did that? Because I'm an Android user. Behind my back, he called my Android the Ant Daddy. I don't like it. We would no longer tolerate your get tough politics. We no longer gonna tolerate your get tough politics and everything. That's what you are right now. You're a politician. Anyway, what was my madness, man? It's the six past commandments, man. Six past dice. What's the lane if you need me? Six past dice and sash. And sash. You can hear you can hear him, but you can't see him, man. It's a whole message. He's mysterious. He's a mysterious guy. See, that's how I be building you up. You know what I mean? Listen, it's gonna be a running thing. You know what I mean? They find out who Sash is, like, oh my God, it's Sash. Anyway, so we back. We got a whole episode earlier that we didn't finish because Sash picked a terrible, a very sad, a dreadful. Like somebody going to jail. Somebody got charges against them. We need something that's like, well, they all bad because it's all involved. People get scammed out of money. But that one was terrible. How the victim about to go to jail? That's crazy. Anyway, here we go. So we'll go ahead. So I haven't. I've probably seen this one. Sash is picked this one out. Now this is gonna be his second chance at picking out a good episode for us to react to. We're gonna see how he did. Okay. I don't know this man, so we have a gentleman, an older white guy, and yeah. So let's see in what unique ways he getting scammed by Nigerians. All right. So let's go ahead and add him up, man. Let's get it, man. Let's go.
Going to restaurants and waking up next to each other, and within a couple of weeks, the I love yous, and I want to be with yous and stuff started. That's why I reached out to you to see if you guys could find out.
Oh, nah. We gotta stop.
What's up, Seekers?
You think that a guy who wears suspenders is going to be with a young hot blonde? Okay, I'm gonna try my best to let it rock. I'm gonna try my best. I'm tired. My speech is slurring, but I got my handy dandy seltzer here. You know what I mean? He's always. What's that? Is this Waterloo? No, this is Bella V. Pure awkward. Oh, you know what? Disrespected me again. He's just over. You're a habitual line stepper. Wow. All right, come on.
Welcome back to another episode of Scamfish presented by SocialCatfish.com.
They supposedly cloned me and convinced her to go to China to get some medication that I would need for my back.
On today's episode, we speak to a 64-year-old man named Mark from New York.
64?
Mark's been
Nah, I'm not going. I can't make it. I can't make it. No. Sash, no. I'm not going. I'm not going. 64?
Yes.
No, we're not 64.
Come on, man. That's a spry young man right there.
Spray says spry young man. No, the idea is that he's ancient. I can smell him through the screen. I can smell him. You know, he got that old man smell. You know, he got the old. You know how old that shirt is. He had that shirt for a while. That shirt probably old as you. Okay, because you older, so old people they don't be buying new clothes like that. I mean, they kind of stay in their lane, baby. All right. He said 64. I mean, he might be there. I don't know. I'm just saying, brother. Goodness gracious. Look, you up there. Goodness. 64.
The dating app Plenty of Fish. The two have been in contact for close to a year now. Eileen lived close by, and the two were planning to meet up in person until she had to make a sudden trip to Spain after her mother suffered with a heart attack. Mark is having doubts Eileen may not be who she claimed to be after sending her nearly $30,000 to essentially fund her life while helping her mother in Spain. Let's see if we can get to the bottom of this. Real quick, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Your comment and like could help stop someone from being scammed. Let's get into it.
Hi, Social Catfish. This is Mark. I am a wheelchair user. I had a spinal cord tumor when I was a baby. That has not really slowed me down. I became a healthcare professional, was in practice for close to 30 years. For the past 24 years, I had been with my significant other. We had 2 kids. I preferred to have held on to it. We were never officially married, so there was no divorce per se. She was working, I was working. It just didn't ever happen. When the kids went out of the house and I was home all the time because of COVID, I guess it was just too much strain on the relationship. And we sort of, well, not mutually, but decided to live in separate places. Going to be alone was sort of scary and depressing. At that point, I figured I could try to meet somebody online dating. I know I'm intelligent. I know I'm pretty funny. I'm personable, and I know it's also difficult to find a woman who's willing to accept her man being in a wheelchair.
After setting up his dating profile on Plenty of Fish, Mark came across a woman's profile by the name of Eileen. He thought she was attractive, so he messaged her.
I met her on Plenty of Fish in July of 22. It turns out that her real name was Eileen, and I just said, well, I'm interested that you are a nurse assistant looking to become an RN, and I think that's really cool. I respect the fact that you're trying to improve yourself. And she says, well, thank you, and I'd like to meet up with you if you'd like, given that you're living fairly close to here. And she said that would be great. We did not actually ever speak or see each other. We'd been communicating by text. She was always telling me she had a Google phone and it was not set up for video. I've found that somewhat unusual. I thought everybody had a phone that could do video, but I guess I was wrong.
We gotta see it do now. I guess we're going forward to that. Gracious.
Intelligent.
Hold on, man. Before we can say you what reaction, man, we gotta hold Sash accountable, man.
Sure.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and address y'all real quick. We are a fun channel. We talk about serious things. I'm supposed to be the serious one, okay? I need something to make fun of. This man's situation is very serious. This is the second time we've done this today, okay? Love you, bro. It's gracious. This is dark. Wow. All right, well,
she told me she was 45.
Okay. I want to save us and whatnot. So we're going to just stay
45 and 60.
Okay. I should have told you
that tremendous a deal. Okay. If people want to be together, it's not like I'm 60 and going out with a 20-year-old. I called her HK for Honeycat, or IQ for Inca Queen, because she said she was from Peru, and she called me MW, Mandingo Warrior. I don't know how she came up with it. I mean,
Nigerian,
like something from like Roots or some show on TV.
There we go.
How she came up with it, I asked her, and she says, well, you're my warrior. And I was like, oh, okay. I was sort of tickled by the fact that she had a name for me, so I accepted it. She said that she really wanted to be with me, that she, was going to keep me up for 3 nights and not let me go to sleep because I was going to make up for all the lost time that she hasn't been with somebody. I was like, well, yeah, that sounds interesting. I mean, there was a lot of innuendo, sexual talking and stuff. There was certainly a component of lust there because she was sending me pictures of herself in various dressed and undressed states. Within a couple of weeks, the I love yous, I want to be with you stuff started. It just sort of became the background for all our other discussions that, we want to be together. We love each other and things like that.
Mark and Eileen spoke for a few days over text.
They
were planning to meet up, but things went left when Eileen had to take a trip to Spain to help her mother, who was hospitalized. So Eileen immediately hopped on the next flight from New York to Spain and let Mark know she had arrived.
Then she's in the ICU, and then she's been ventilated on a respirator. She was like, "Yeah, I really want to meet up with you, and but I can't leave Spain until mom's okay. I completely understand that. I would do the same. She talked a lot about, she was worried about her mother might die, and she was in a strange country, and she wasn't eating well, and she was at the hospital so many hours a day. And when she wasn't at the hospital, she was studying. I keep her apprised with the things I'm doing. I wish you were with me. And she's like, I really would like to be there with you. And it was always wish you were here and that kind of stuff. But it was an unusual initial phase of a relationship. Plus, it was only text.
Eileen's mother was in critical condition. She had left all of her money in New York and was locked out of her bank account. This is when things took a big turn.
The first time that Eileen asked me for money was so that she could get food when she was in Spain. And she needed to pay the hospital some money for her mother in Spain, where she said she was. All right, if I care about somebody and, I have to trust that they're telling me the truth, and I sent her some money. Then it was her birthday, so I sent her a little money for her birthday present. I mean, we weren't together, so she could, she purchased something there. But the first time she asked me for a substantial amount of money was for her airfare ticket to go back to Peru. At some point, a check was sent to me in her name, for her, to my mailing address, for $132,000 that she said was because she sold the boat that she inherited from her father, and she sold her Mercedes SUV. And all along, she's like, well, I have this money, and anything you send me, I'll reimburse you when we're together. I wanted to believe her, so I did.
All
So
right, here we go.
sending her money
let's dig our teeth into that. Okay, so shout out to Sash for making this a dark evening. Don't worry, guys. I'm going to save us. We're still going to go ahead and break this down regardless. And now the six pass has to pick up the pieces. Key words. I wanted to believe her. Sir, she told you that she's Peruvian. Why is her mother in Spain? I don't know where Peru is at. So you know what? Maybe I'm ignorant and whatnot. I can't see a map. I can't get to a map right now. I could, but I'm not going to and whatnot. That's one. And he's about to get into some weird stuff. But for the main thing that drives most of these romance scams, right? And my heart go out to his brother and whatnot. He in a situation where not mobile, you know what I mean? Living on his own, and everything kind of happened at one time. And the woman that he was with, no longer being with her and whatnot. I don't know where she went. I mean, y'all about the same age. I don't think it's not like this kind of dating scene for her to get into. So she might as well just stay there. I mean, because I want to know where his wife went. I'm like, I know you're still single, baby. I mean, I know that already. But these people, a lot of times, it's like, and I think that like on a psychological level, when we see people get into things that they shouldn't get into, they know it's like inherently right. We always know when something is wrong, right? But because you want what you want, and this is also the danger again, practicing honesty, right? Being honest with other people and being honest with yourself. Because how you do one thing is how you do everything. You know what I mean? And obviously he's delusional about other things too. But I'm like, brother, this is not how you meet people, okay? You know that this is not a healthy relationship. Someone who's across the world or wherever she's at, you know what I mean? And not only that, like, bro, like if you want to date, you gotta be meeting people in person, But and also too, you're also saying another big driver is again, he's trying to problem solve for what? Intimacy. Okay, he's problem solving for intimacy. He thinks this is how I could possibly get it. But he knows that this is not gonna happen. You know what I mean? Like, y'all smells don't even go together. You know what I'm saying? You imagine when he in the room, she in the room, no, your smells don't even go together. At 64, you gotta be looking for someone that's around like, a young woman for you would be around like 50. You know what I mean? 50 years old. That's still a good age gap. You know what I'm saying? She's still old, but that's pretty good. You know what I mean? That's 14. So around 50. He not even talking about 50 or late 40s. She got whoever this is, whoever had the picture stolen, she gotta be about like around 30, like 30-ish.
Yeah, she said that she was 46.
46.
Yes.
All right, whoever this person is in the picture is not 46. Okay, unless she a vampire. Now she's a female vampire because I ain't hear nothing about her being from Transylvania. She was from Transylvania and she was a vampire. I give them that, but she's just different. But anyway, I wanted to just touch on that, and also to be worried of our own decisions and whatnot. We can't make decisions based off of just wanting what we want, right? And not thinking about the likelihood, okay? Because I will also drive you to make terrible decisions, because this man's on private disability. He don't got no money just to be wasting, and this is all just this one big waste. And not only that, this is another reason why I advocate for just pay a professional. It's the same difference. And on top of that, she won't give you the GFE. She won't give you girlfriend experience. Okay, she won't look good. It's what they do. Okay, I'm like, because I don't know how much he sent her and whatnot. It can't be that much and everything, but at least a professional ain't gonna get you jammed up and whatnot. They're gonna turn this person gonna try to turn into a freaking money mule and whatnot, and have you getting called up for fraud in your bank account and whatnot. Just hire a professional. She gonna look good. She gonna smell good, and she gonna come to your house, or you can meet at the hotel. You could have got what you wanted. All right, and and that goes into the conversation about paying to play. You gonna pay either way. All right, ain't no woman free. She gonna cost you something. This one right here gonna cost you time and resources, and there's no fair exchange aside from you get a bunch of text messages with somebody talking about doing stuff to you. Could have paid a professional, and it would have actually happened. And she probably would look better than this. You know what I mean? Especially if you want to, pay a good hourly rate. But anyway, all right. No, you know me. I'll be over here going on my rants and whatnot.
Support herself and.
Well, things got a little out of hand when Mark was messaged by hackers who claimed they had cloned him. These hackers managed to get Eileen to think that Mark needed her to go to China to get some special medicine he needed for his back. Eileen supposedly took the bait and hopped on the plane to China.
They supposedly cloned me and convinced her to go to China to get some medication that I would need for my back. She was then supposedly tricked into going to China to pick up this medicine for me. She's insisting she's in China.
As of today, the hackers have kidnapped Eileen and are holding her hostage until Mark pays the $14,000.
Then there's this other issue where hacker supposedly arranges for what she calls PMCs, private military contractors, to go rescue her from wherever she is in Guatemala.
Rescue?
Yes, bro.
This is Mission Impossible? What are you talking about?
Man, nigga warrior.
They're like
he is a warrior.
$1,000 to extract her from China. I told my friends about her.
Nah. You are not telling me that that she has you in basically a Mission Impossible scenario. All right, Sash. Yeah, help me out, Sash. I'm gonna go ahead and cook, Sash. Just put some strawberries in the bowl for him.
He has a strawberry.
Look, he just got one.
He has like strawberries in
Oh, he did. Okay, I thought he just. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm in here parenting. I'm in here big brother and whatnot. First of all, he said extract. No one you're dating should need to be extracted from anywhere. What are you talking about? This is 007 stuff. Like, first of all, this is all things that you cannot help out with. If she's being kidnapped, there's nothing you can do from America in your situation. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah. They said they cloned him. They didn't even say they took his identity. They said
she don't even know you. She ain't never seen you. How can someone never seen you? For what material? Never even been over there. You got cloned. He said that with a straight face. You're not a lamb? Goodness gracious, yo. You're not even Dave Chappelle. What you mean you got cloned? Goodness, Tyrone. Man, you better call Tyrone or something. This is just nasty work, man. Go ahead, let's finish up strong, man. This is
And they said, "What are you crazy?
Man.
It's a scam.
15 grand.
It's a total scam, and it's an obvious scam." I don't know if it is or it isn't.
You
And I
don't
didn't
know.
want it to be, so I
It's
persisted.
all about advanced technology.
My family and my friends said, "You're nuts." I guess I am.
This story seems so far-fetched. Yet, a part of Mark feels like it could be true. He enjoyed communicating with Eileen, and the fact that someone could possibly be in danger haunts him every day.
I could have seen being with her, for a long time. But I mean, we talked about traveling and going places and doing stuff and going to restaurants and waking up next to each other and, her going back to school and those things. So we had talked about the possibilities of a future and a real life. But if you were to tell me Eileen was real, I would feel really bad.
Listen. I feel like on some level, these scammers are smart. And I feel like they choose somebody that's like kind of mid. Like they're kind of mid and whatnot. It's like she's hot enough for him, but she's still kind of mid. So it's not like a dead giveaway that this is like that you being scammed and whatnot. You know what I mean? Like, 'cause she's kind of like normal looking. Like she he said clone.
Yes.
He said with a straight face and then told them
would feel really bad. At this point, I sort of hope that she's not real, because if she was real, then I fucked it up. That's why I reached out to you to see if you guys could find out the truth.
Well, Seekers, Eileen was still requesting money from Mark until this day to get out of whatever hole she was in. We had a lot to look into, and we needed to make sure we researched everything. Yes, the stories were obviously unreal, but if Eileen was telling the truth, that would mean she would actually be in danger. This case became a priority for us. We had to first verify this woman's real name. After using all the tools on our website, socialcatfish.com, our team was able to find out the truth about who Eileen really was.
Yeah, man. So after 5 minutes of work, we had to make this a priority. He said, Jeff, hey, at 11 o'clock, you going to be down to do this little research? Yeah. How long is this going to take? About 5 minutes. We'll go ahead and put in the search engine and see what happens, and we're good.
I'm curious as that profile picture is like real, like that's what the person chose.
I don't know. I mean, it's obviously this is all like stolen like pictures and whatnot. This John says, if you know what? Then again, I don't care if these aren't real. I'm going to just imagine that this is real and this is what they're working with and whatnot. If you ever want to see Eileen again, we will need you to pay a fee. First of all, I mean, I guess he did explain it. I'm like, fam, this sounds very much like this is like a Netflix movie. Like you're in a Netflix movie. Matter of fact, Netflix needs to listen. Netflix needs to look at this channel and just make movies based off of this channel right here. Because I'll be way more interested than whatever y'all be doing. All right. Stop making those movies, Netflix. Stop making random movies. Stop making movies and not tell me about it. I just look. I'll log in one day and now it's a movie with, and I don't care who you put in the movie. Doesn't matter. You made a Will Smith movie and I ain't watched that either. Okay. Let me know what you're gonna be doing, all right, and who all is going to be there, because y'all just be cutting out random movies, and it's kind of productive. Aside from the anime, y'all killing the anime. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to y'all for putting out Baki.
Were still threatening Mark, and he was anxious to hear back from us. So we sat down with him and went over everything we were able to find. Real quick, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Your comment and like could help stop someone from being scammed. Let's get into it.
If she's a real person, I would prefer to be with her. If she's a scam, or it's not even a she or whoever, then I want to hit them where they hit me.
And what are your conversations with Eileen like lately?
She texted me and said that, "Oh, I'm back in Peru with my mother." I was like, yeah, I mean, she just never stops that lie.
I want to go over a bunch of stuff with you. So we dug into everything that you gave us, right? And so the first thing that I want to go over is the passport that she sent you. When you got that passport initially, what was your initial thought?
Well, since I didn't know what a passport really looks like, I was like, oh, all right,
Oh,
maybe she's legitimate.
This passport was 100% fake. The solid background on Eileen's photo was a dead giveaway that it had been photoshopped. If this was a real passport, the background would either be white or off-white. What else can you point out that's been photoshopped?
well, the main thing is the fact that that it's a flattering picture. You know, with all American IDs, any kind of identification, they have a special camera that makes you look as ugly as possible. Okay, all right, and then make you look as much as not like yourself at all. Whatever vision you have of yourself in your head, it's you're that, but 3 times uglier. Okay, that's the main thing that they want to accomplish: to make you look as foul as possible. Okay, it's actually like, and also it's decent lighting. I don't get why it's like that. I guess because the country hates you. You know what I mean? Because we have like digital cameras, we have 4K now, and we still have nasty pictures, you know, for passports. But
on this passport? Comment down below.
Initially, when you got the passport, did that make you feel at peace with, you know, sending her money?
It made me feel like, hey, maybe this is a real person. So yeah, I felt a little more confident.
So, Mark, we took a look at the Cash App transactions that you made to Tracy, Robert, Larry, and Alan. We were able to verify that all of these people were real, and they were all those real people's Cash Apps.
These people are actually money mules, and they were told a similar story as you. Hey, look, can you send it to this person, and they'll give it to me. And so, you know, this does a few things. This makes you feel more confident, and because you're sending it to a real person. I mean, you even go into Cash App and you pull up the profile, and there's a real picture behind it.
All of the people that Mark had sent money to were victims in other scams. It's common for scammers to use their victims to move money around.
As you know, we have a reverse image search. Often it takes more than just running a search, you know, to find out who the person is. But we were actually able to track down and find out who the person in the images is. It's actually an adult film actress. Her name's Nolly Rock.
you know what? That's what I thought. I didn't want to say that. I mean, I felt like she looks very much like she does corn. Okay, very much so. Everything about this, the whole build, everything is like, yeah, that's what I thought too. I'm like, she looks a little like she does prawn. You know what I mean? I still want to say that though. I'm like, I don't know, bro. And I think that's what drove him to her. Okay. Another thing with this Sash is this is a great, and I always say this. Want to understand testosterone? This is testosterone playing out. This is the natural order of things playing out. Okay. To a man this old, a woman that looked that young is worth all the gold in the world. Okay. And his attraction, like he knew he bugging, but his attraction to the idea of this young woman just can't pass it up. You already know how white dudes love a blonde. You know what I mean? Especially a freaking bleach blonde.
Yeah. No wonder there were so many pictures of her.
It turns out the woman in these photos is not Eileen. These photos were stolen from adult film actress Nolly Rocks. We were able to find her Facebook and Pinterest profiles. She does not have a mother in Peru, and she is not from New York either. Nolly Rocks is a victim just like Mark. Her photos were copied and pasted onto this profile to dupe innocent people out of money.
Let me ask you this. Did you look at the Annabelle Eamon link lead there? Because I have a feeling that she might have been behind the whole thing.
So we actually pulled the emails for both those people, Eileen and Annabelle. So, you know, when you register a Google account, you put whatever name is your name and you attach to that Google account. Well, both emails were both registered under the same name. So they both had the exact same name attached to them, Annabelle.
When Annabelle texted me and when Eileen texted me,
Oh,
The
man.
syntax,
He over
the
there.
errors, the
Annabelle.
grammar were all really similar.
So we pulled the cryptocurrency that you had sent, but the last wallet address that you had sent us had thousands of dollars go through that wallet from November up until early January. And that wallet had money deposited out of it into 2 South African exchanges.
Oh.
So the interesting thing about this is Africa outlawed crypto like a few years ago. These exchanges are not supposed to be around anymore and supposed to be active. In fact, the funds were supposed to be frozen in these accounts, or people had to move the money out of the accounts. People are still using these accounts today. And so the money that you had sent, including there's other people that have been sending money to these accounts, ended up in these, one was a Nigerian exchange and the other was a South African exchange.
Surprise, surprise.
So actually, my lawyer was right, and I have good taste in women, but I'm pretty stupid when it comes to scamming.
Hold on. So
I forced myself to believe something
That's a lawyer.
that sort of.
who was your lawyer, and why don't you respect? Yeah, you know what I realized too. And again, my heart go out to him, but he has no respect for anyone in his social circle. He don't even respect the lawyer. Matter of fact, I think the president could have came and said, "Hey, listen, this is what's going down." And he would have said, and he would say, "Yo, I don't care." It's a power. That's a power of testosterone. He said about lawyer. So you got a lawyer. So what's the point of you paying the lawyer if you want to ignore the lawyer?
Realistically, is unbelievable.
And I just want to say, Mark, like this is like a super common scam. It's usually an actress of some sort with a lot of content online. Do you think that had something to do with you falling for this?
I've never seen her before, and I'm not really into, so I doubt it. When here's an attractive woman saying, it makes no difference that I'm in a wheelchair, and they find me very attractive, and we're having all kinds of discussions about all kinds of things, of course, with a little sprinkling of, what I'm going to do to you when I come to you from Peru or Spain. I was like, then your alarm signals get dulled.
The thing about these scams, Mark, is they play with every single emotion, right? Obviously, there's the sexual emotion, but it's your heart and the wanting to be needed, and the conversation and just having somebody around. And so, especially through COVID, and so these are the worst types of scams there are, because they last for months and months or years and years, and it's not like just going online and buying something or clicking on a button and just making a quick mistake. These are things that happen over a long period of time, and they're trying to groom you. And that's why you got everything you got. You got pictures and you got passports and other people reaching out to you to build this story and make you really question yourself.
If it had been real, the stories would have made a great novel.
Sure.
Yeah. I think it was from a novel.
Oh, well, I guess I won't be writing the next great novel.
Well, hopefully you'll be writing the next great chapter.
No, that's a Tom Clancy novel.
That would be fine. That would be good.
Hopefully, son was legit.
Eileen still claims the hackers are trying to harm her and that she still needs money. The next day, Mark ended up blocking Eileen, and we're working with him to report everything in hopes to get some of his money back. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Remember, all of our new videos go out every.
All right. That's enough of that. Goodness gracious. Sash, you will not be sabotaging my content creation career.
Yo, look,
this is twice in one day.
I'll admit, I kind of missed that the whole life stuff. I mostly I think my attention was grabbed when I heard the Mandingo Warrior thing. I was just
pause.
All right.
Pause. You the pause. Yo, listen. Tomorrow, next week you're getting inducted into the Pause Hall of Fame.
Not gonna get inducted.
And I know, yes, you can be inducted. You want to be inducted to the Paul's Hall of Fame. talking about hearing men, they gonna call his ear, and that's the reason why he chose this episode. Nasty. Yeah, it's a nasty man. Hey, listen, man. The moral of the story is this. I think find your community, and it's not going to be easy. It's going to be tough. Okay, and I don't think that he has delusions about his situation and whatnot. And obviously, this person is lonely, and a lot of these people who are disabled get targeted. I used to work with people who are special needs, and a lot of them actually are also targets for these kind of scams. I had a client, and he couldn't read that well, so he would ask me to look at his phone, look at his messages, and ask me to read what this person had sent him and whatnot. I'll look in there. It was a few different times, I feel like, and I can see this person sent him a picture of gift cards, and the person is asking him to send them gift cards and whatnot, buy gift cards and send them. That might pick it up, man. It's a high definition mic, man. We heard that. Sash is taking L's. As a matter of fact, you know what? I'm taking your name off the StreamYard banner. All right, and you will be a hidden feature on my album. It's an album release party. You're gonna have a verse on my album, and ain't nobody gonna know who you are.
Yo, that's verse is crazy, bro.
Got a verse on my album. But anyway, so I work with somebody, who was almost a victim of a scam like this. But these people seek out people who are special needs and people who are, lonely, like older people and stuff like that, But the thing is, like, listen, man, you got to go on and get out there now more than ever. You can legit meet people online for, maybe not so much for outright romance, but you can be a part of groups, just different communities and different, things that go on where you live at and stuff like that. It's not going to be easy. You're going to have to make some effort. It's not going to be someone. It's not going to be no young hot girl. And again, there's a woman out there for everybody. There's somebody out there that I think they would definitely want to date him. We probably have a hard time finding them, but they're definitely out there. But but hey, him and them gonads, man. His gonads got he older, so he says gonads. Says to the balls. Him and them gonads, they got too excited, and for good reason. She's a prawn star. Ugh, man. So
No.
that concludes another awkward Scamfish reaction. Luckily, we have an endless amount of Scamfishes to react to. All right, beloveds. We're gonna go ahead and do a part one of another one, and we'll be back. Take care of yourselves and each other. Rest in peace, Jerry Springer.